You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Thursday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
We are getting some new Foo Fighters this morning. 10 a.m. They're supposed to release this song called Asking for a Friend.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Foo Fighters you know and love, but also it seems like they're going to be announcing a big tour here. I don't know if you saw in Toronto, there was like a huge Foo Fighters thing that was popped up.
A cube of some sort.
Yeah, with today's date. And then in Regina, of all places, they had a Foo Fighters thing on their stadium, on their social media. They posted a weird video of Commonwealth Stadium in Edmonton as well.
Which that does make me think it's going to be a stadium tour. So like probably the Sky Dome. And again, yeah, Regina. Basically anywhere where there's a CFL team.
I was thinking it would be funny if it was just Dave Grohl announcing he's got a kid in all these cities.
We're not letting that go, eh?
Just the
Dave.
apology tour.
He said he's sorry, you guys. Leave him alone.
He's making a song about each kid in each city. It's a little documentary piece. He's throwing a barbecue for each kid's birthday party.
Teaming up with local adoption agencies.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I just wanted to comment on what you guys said about Foo Fighters and, the possibility of a new tour or something being announced.
Yeah.
And, it's just sad. Like nowadays, I don't even get excited about hearing about a new tour because I know there's no chance in hell that I can afford to go.
Yeah, man.
Honestly, you're probably right. These tickets are going to be like $300, $400, $500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the nosebleeds in the dome.
That's right. Yeah. You can sit at the snack bar maybe. Like I used to work at the Sky Dome back when I was 17, 18. I grew up in Toronto, and like I saw Nirvana play the Opera House for like I think it was $15.
Damn.
This is when Nevermind had just dropped. And so I've seen my share of concerts over the years, and nowadays it's like I can't even take my kids to see the same bands that I've seen because it's half my mortgage.
You know what the worst part about all of this is that like 10, 15 years from now, people are going to be like, back in my day, I only paid $500 to go see the Foo Fighters.
I didn't have to give a pint of blood to go along with it.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
So we were just chatting with that guy talking about how expensive tickets are right now. I mean, if you've tried to get Jays tickets for the World Series, you're going to need to sell your kidney or something.
And that's the thing is like you can't even if you did sell your kidneys, they're so hard to come by now.
But someone just texted in and said, have you seen this GoFundMe of the guy from Newfoundland who's trying to get Jays tickets? It's a guy named Dave Whitty.
Okay.
And he looks like he threw up this post on Facebook yesterday, basically saying, I'm a diehard Jays fan. I really want to go to the World Series, blah, 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 blah. I just need 4,000 generous souls with $1 each to get me into the building. And if you look at the GoFundMe, in 24 hours, he's got almost $8,000 raised.
I mean, it's such a smart play. It's the Homer Simpson fundraising tactic. I'm not asking you for $4,000. You give me one. Who doesn't have $1 to spare?
I started looking into this, and apparently the guy just put it up as a joke just for gigs.
For funsies, yeah.
And then I guess some people, it looks like it started off in Newfoundland with a lot of the donations, and then somehow it started trending on Facebook across the country. And if you go through the comment section on this, not one person is ripping on him. Everyone's like, yeah, get this guy to the Jays game.
I think what's to be mad about, right? Like the only thing you could be mad about is that you didn't come up with the idea. He's not asking people for a lot of money. It started off very clearly as a joke that just happened to catch on. He seems like a nice guy. I mean, the funniest thing that could happen is after all this, he just takes a picture of himself with like a new car or something, and he's like, screw you guys.
Or he just ends up being some guy from Seattle just rinsing Canadians for money.
Messing with people. But if he's on the level, like, how do you be mad? I respect the hustle. That's a great play.
It's a genius idea. I feel like a lot of people are going to try this now for other things, and it's probably not going to work as well for them.
Well, this happens all the time, right? A GoFundMe for something silly. Like one of the first famous GoFundMes was for potato salad. Like,
yeah, that's right.
I've never made it. Donate money and I'll make it. It made hundreds of thousands. And then everybody else tried it. And the internet was like, no, We did this once. We're not doing it again.
I think it's worth a shot if it's something kind of niche. Like if you're trying to get divorced right now and you can't afford it.
Dude, GoFundMe fundraising for your divorce lawyer. You better have your ducks in a row to prove to the internet that you're not the cheater.
My baby daddy won't pay child support. Help my kid get a new bike. Like do something like that. You'll probably get some money.
GoFundMe.ca, brought to you by Jerry Springer.
Yeah.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I don't know if you saw this yesterday. The Auditor General says CRA call centers provide inaccurate, delayed service.
You don't say!
According to a survey that they did, they have 17% accuracy when you call in and 18% timely responses.
First of all, 18% on timely responses sounds high.
I feel like we didn't need a study for that one.
I feel like that's another one of the inaccuracies is the result of that study.
If you've ever called the CRA, you're like, yeah, I know all of this.
Yeah, it's just so crazy that, like, this is the government agency responsible for our taxes that tells us that we need to be right all the time, and if we're not right, we'll be financially crippled. And then they let out a statement that's like, by the way, we almost never get it right.
According to this thing, the CRA received more than 32 million calls in 2024-25, with only 10 million reaching an agent.
20 million people just had to listen to that god-awful hold music and then got disconnected at some point.
They got ghosted.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's your tax dollars at work.
It's like swiping on Tinder trying to get with the CRA, man.
You'd probably have a better chance of finding a CRA representative on Tinder.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Apparently Netflix is making a Catan live action show and movie.
Like the board game about collecting resources and building roads?
Yeah. They say they're planning on making various films and TV series based on the board game Catan.
The Catan cinematic universe? Is that where we're at now?
I don't know what is it going to be, a whole season of just 4 people trading sheep for rocks back and forth?
It's just the 2025 version of Little House on the Prairie. That's basically
Yeah.
what we're doing here.
There's going to be a character throughout the whole first season where they're like, hey, why is that guy just building roads and no houses? And they're like, don't worry about him.
There's a method to his madness.
He knows what he's doing.
He's got a plan.
We'll get to him in season 2.
That's the big cliffhanger reveal at the end of the first season is the road builder.
Does that not sound like the most boring show of all time?
That's just it. Like, at some point in Hollywood, someone also thought you could make a sick battleship movie. So, like, I get at some point, we always complain, no one's trying anything new. I guess at least this is something different.
I mean, I would watch a game show of this.
Of, like, people gathering together to play Catan.
Yeah, I think, honestly, I'd watch a game show every time they swear they lose $1,000. Like, you could have them start off with they all get 50 grand.
Right.
And every time they lose it or get frustrated, it gets ticked off.
A literal swear jar for the contestants.
Yeah. I think board game shows would be actually pretty sick.
Honestly, like we've kind of gone in a weird direction where like game shows used to be appointment tuning. People used to tune in for it, and then we all just kind of started watching reality instead. And board games would give us a great opportunity to go back to the good old days of watching people blow it all on live TV.
I mean, Family Feud is a whole game show based around like your family having success and winning together. Just a Monopoly game show would be great.
Oh, dude. Except the only problem is that's going to be like 2-hour-long episodes.
Yeah. Maybe a game show of Uno, kind of how they have like poker on TV.
Dude, imagine watching somebody break down in real time on television because they got hit with a like pickup 8 or something
the
like
reverse
that.
card, whatever.
Someone's getting punched in the face.
Imagine a game show where it's snakes of ladders and you have a bunch of people climbing ladders or getting snakes thrown on them.
The snake is the distraction. They throw the snakes at you, and then the floor opens up, and you and the snakes go down a slide.
That's television.
I watch that every week.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
In your opinion, Eric, what board game would make a pretty sick game show?
Okay, so I think Risk. So you got guys playing, but then when it comes to like making war, you got either UFC fighters or MMA fighters who actually duke it out for territory.
Like, I'm invading India, and 2 guys just start punching each other in the face.
Yeah, and like let's say you have a bigger army, well then you got like two 2 fighters versus 1 or whatever, and then the luck of like the dice is just like the skill of the fighters. I don't know. It would be cool.
This is a great idea, but thinking about it now, the game Risk is basically just watching the news, isn't it?
To some extent, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people texting in about Twister being a game show.
I feel like that could be a game show that already exists. You're just not looking on the right websites where you
True.
have to say that you're 18 plus.
Few people saying Operation.
Ooh, and when you mess up, it's just a taser. Like you get actually electrocuted.
I mean, or it could be on the dark web, maybe.
doing actual operations on human beings.
People would watch that.
I got his funny bone.
We got Phil on the line. What do you think, man?
Clue. Well, you get 6 people. Could be family members that have a grudge against each other, just 6 random strangers. Stick them in a mansion. They play the game by the rules. They have to find the weapons, trade information. Whoever comes out on top wins the prize.
You make it a dating show.
Oh, God.
How do we make it a dating show?
It's basically like those old dating shows where someone's like behind the wall and they're asking questions. It's just that.
You get 6 people that know one person, and they have to figure out who killed him. And maybe you kill him in real life, maybe you don't. Who's to say?
I like that. Leave the murder open-ended. Like, maybe they're actually dead.
Clue, Eat the Rich edition.
Yeah. We all have a grudge match somewhere, right?
Oh, some great ideas coming in this morning.
I think we're really putting some stuff together here for all the Hasbro executives to make some more money with.
We got Lowell on the phone. Lowell, what board game would make a good game show in your opinion?
Oh, it's got to be Mousetrap.
Oh, God. That, like, the complicated where you'd push the marble and everything would go nuts?
Everything would go nuts. You got to set up nets and traps and, get a couple of guys going through that. That would be some entertainment.
That sounds like something ICE would do. They like set it up at the Mexican border, and whoever gets through gets citizenship in the United States.
There's a green card at the end of the mousetrap.
You get a choice of a green card or a catapult.
Oh, my God.
People would watch that.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's not right, but you're not wrong.
If they can have UFC on the White House lawn, they can do this.
Absolutely.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, it is Smashing Pumpkins week here on the station, and I want to apologize for being away yesterday because it was Wednesday and we did not censor out our artist of the week.
It's okay. You're here now, and you have a chance to rectify. That was the best time to censor. The second best time is now.
Today is the time to censor, and we start with the song Today.
Oh, don't tear that out. That's not going to be good. You're going to need to see somebody about that.
So that's song number 1 there.
Okay.
Another Smashing Pumpkins song I love is Soma. It's a very long song, but in the middle part there's this part.
Wrap my in you and took my shelter in their the opium of blame is your broken
It took him a second to warm up. He really got going there.
It's like a sad BDSM song when you listen to it like that, you know?
Well, sad to you maybe. For other people, it's probably very exciting.
Who am I to judge?
That's right.
Who am I to judge? Finally, we'll do Disarm. I think one of the most popular Smashing Pumpkins songs.
That's the one I saw on the text line a lot. Whoa, whoa.
I know. Worst as it gets up to the part of I used to be that little boy.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Lay's did a recent survey amongst people in the United States, and apparently nearly half of their fans in the United States didn't know chips are made from real potatoes.
Sorry, hang on. So Lay's potato chips.
Yes, 42% of people who enjoy Lay's don't realize that they're made with real farm-grown potatoes is a real quote from the Lay's potato company. Potato chip company.
First of all, crazy that they even felt the need to ask, and also Lay's basically just came out and said, so 42% of people who eat our product are idiots. What do they think it's made of?
That's the biggest question.
I think that's, if Lay's asked the question, did you know we're made of potatoes? And did not ask the follow-up of, well, what did you think these were? They have not done us a service here.
It's also 42% of Americans can't read because it's on every bag, is it not?
Lay's potato chips.
Also, I mean, on half the bags, there's a photo with a sliced potato on there.
That's the thing, you're right? It's the bowl of potato, or it's the bowl of chips with the sliced potato in the background because that's the product. That's what you bought.
Makes me wonder, do you think there's a bunch of Americans out there that don't realize that French fries aren't made from Frenchmen?
It's going to blow their mind to find out that's also a potato.
It's not a misleading name. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of foods that have misleading names. I can understand how some people get confused, at least children, that there is not ham in a hamburger.
Right. Well, yeah, because I'll say, my oldest, Alex, didn't know that chips were potatoes, but they were 6, right? So,
that's acceptable.
That's fine. Now we get to have a moment of, look how versatile the potato is. But if you're in your late 30s and you've crushed a few bags, or like you said, if you've eaten a bunch of hamburgers and you think it's a pork product, that's a problem.
Yeah, I feel stuff like grape nuts. That's not grapes, it's not nuts, it's just dirt. That's very misleading.
Do you think anybody's, to go back to potatoes, do you think anybody's been really disappointed to order a hash brown and get what they get?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
We got Jared on the line. What's a misleading food name?
I like the pineapple one because pine trees do not grow apples, and a pineapple doesn't even taste like an apple, and it's a citrus.
Yeah, I'm officially going to refer to pineapples as Christmas apples from now on.
Why not a prickly orange?
That works too, man.
Honestly, makes sense. I mean, prickly anything should have been in there.
Someone else texted dragon fruit is very misleading.
Dragon fruit should be way cooler than it actually is if you're going to name it after one of the coolest mythological animals of all time.
We got that in there. Prairie oysters was texted in.
Dude, the first time I found out that a prairie oyster was a bull's testicle was an eye-opening moment in the restaurant that I was in.
Imagine ordering that and being like, what is it?
No, that's what happened. It was a steakhouse in Edmonton, and I asked for them.
You're like, I like oysters.
I was like, I've never tried an oyster before, but I'm in a fancy restaurant. I should do this. And then they brought out the little round thing, and when I was like, what? This is not what I ordered. They told me what it was, and I said, well, no, thank you.
Yeah, you got to have brackets on the menu for that one. Yeah. Kumquat was just texted in. You want to go down that road that you were going?
As someone who doesn't actually know what a kumquat is, I'm just going to stay ignorant.
It's the reverse of you at the restaurant, and someone was very disappointed the first time they had one of those.
This is not what I asked for.
We've got Cody on the line. Cody, what would you say is a very misleading food name?
It's definitely head cheese. It sounds disgusting. It looks disgusting, but it's basically just a meatloaf wrapped in Jell-O.
Neither head nor cheese.
Yeah, no, neither. No cheese involved.
It's not sexy at all, dude.
Yeah.
Hang on. Was the phrase head cheese sexy before you saw the food product?
I mean, depending on what you're into.
I've never gone up to the meatloaf before and thought of wiggling it.
Little slap and jiggle?
Or cleaning it.
Yeah. Tenderized.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we are looking for things that you have never told your parents before for a chance to win $100 in Lotto 649 tickets.
Your deepest confessions could get you the tickets, and then on Saturday, you could win a $14 million gold ball jackpot prize or a guaranteed $1 million.
After you told me about yesterday's winner, I have very high hopes for today.
Yeah, we had 3 car-related ones. If you want to hear them, you can listen to them all in the podcast on the Seeker app, Apple, Spotify, all that. But we'll see what confessions we have today.
If you are not one of our 3 confessors, which one of them just wussed out, so we do have an open spot here. 762-555, let us know who the winner should be. We'll start on line 1. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, it's Brian.
Brian. All right, we're going to give you 20 seconds to tell us something that you've never told your parents. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, 3, 2, 1, take it away.
So we were visiting our grandparents for Christmas, and I had a little bit too much to eat for dinner, and the bathroom was occupied. So I took a poop in the backyard, and everyone just thought it was the dog.
That's amazing.
I have to ask, how old?
I think I was like 7 years old.
Oh, okay. 7's a reasonable. I was waiting for you to be like 16, 17.
This was last Thanksgiving, yeah.
35, yeah.
Good stuff, man. Stay on hold, all right? We go to line 2 here. Hey, good morning. Who's this?
It's Brent.
Brent. All right, buddy. We're going to put 20 seconds on the clock. You need to tell us something you've never told your parents. Are you ready?
Yep, sounds good.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Tell us your story.
When I was in grade 9, me and 2 of my buddies convinced my mom to drive us out to the movies. We didn't end up going to the movies. We went to a party, got absolutely tilted. And while my mom was driving us back from the movies, quote unquote, and was rocking out to Finger 11's One Thing, my buddy was in the back seat just up-chucking all the shawarma that he ate to soak it up. My mom went to bed, and I cleaned it up in the middle of the night, and she had no idea.
What? He's puking in the backseat. She never catches on thanks to Finger 11.
What movie did you tell her you went and saw as the real thing?
I think we told her we were going to see Troy. It was around that time. It was like a 2.5 hour we were out, and we just got absolutely tilted.
2.5 hours to put back enough booze to get loaded and shawarma is a good run.
Yeah. All right, good stuff. Stay on hold here. Once again, we do have an open spot if anyone wants to call in real quick.
If anybody thinks they can stand up to the yard pooper or the movie drunk.
Okay, we got someone here.
There we go.
Hey, good morning. Who's this?
Dan.
All right, man. We're going to give you 20 seconds. Tell us a story that you've never told your parents. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Tell us.
So when I was 13, I was staying at my grandparents' place, and at the time I was starting to be like sexually active. So one morning they woke up and they found a condom wrapper in their bed. We kind of knew who did it, but they never ever brought it up.
In their
and I
bed?
never told my parents or my grandparents.
You animal!
You dude. On behalf of your parents, no disrespect. Shame. You're getting the shame bell on that one. But stay on hold for us here. Let's weigh out our options, okay?
So we had Brian, who at 7 years old pooped in the backyard of his family home.
Mm-hmm.
We had Brent, who lied that he was going to the movies and got drunk, and his friend puked in mom's car. And we had Dan, who had sex in his grandparents' bed.
Oh, that's just wrong. That's just so wrong, man.
I will say, wrong as it is, it's a hell of a confession.
Mm-hmm. I was leaning towards the poop one initially, but then when he called in...
Yeah, I mean, you hate to reward that sort of behavior, but...
We're going to give it to him. Text line seems to agree.
All right.
Are you still there, you dirty man?
I am.
All right, well, you get a ding and a round of applause and another shame bell. And $100 in Lotto 649 tickets, all right?
So it was worth it.
Well, I will hope it was worth it at the time, too.
If you do happen to win, got some nickels and dimes for the fellas, or at least maybe a new mattress for your grandparents there?
Well, the grandparents aren't around, but we'll definitely go to a Jays game on Saturday.
There you go, in their memory.
We can all sleep on the same mattress together in honor of them.
It was a waterbed.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Come on and text us.
Yikes.
Oh, come on and text us. Text 762-555. Text, ask us your problems. Text, we want you to send a text. Text, questions, comments, or concerns. 762-555.
Very well done. I feel a little awkward.
Text.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, let's get her going. 762-555. First question in here says, do you think Bo Bichette should be on the World Series roster?
It's one of those things where, like, he's a good player. People like him. He's done well,
But they've had such a good dynamic right now, and you don't really want to, intrude on that.
That's just it, Things are rolling. Like, who do you take out to put him in, I guess is the question.
You'd put Bichette at DH, which means Springer now has to play.
Right.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Schneider is screwed either way, right? Unless they win the World Series. Because if he puts Bichette in and they lose, that was the wrong decision. If they keep him out and they lose, that was the wrong decision.
I think put him on the roster, but put him as a pinch hitter in certain situations.
Have him available. No reason to not let him in the dugout.
He can potentially have a moment. He can say he played in the World Series if they get the ring.
Right.
But I just feel like don't mess with things,
Did you know, and I don't have their names in front of me, I wish I did, but there are 2 Major League Baseball players that are getting World Series rings regardless of how this goes?
Yeah, because if you play a certain amount, it's the same thing in the NHL. If you play a certain amount of the season, you're part of the team. You help them get there technically.
There are 2 different players right now that both started on one roster and then got picked up on waivers by the other roster, who are just sitting back waiting for their ring size.
I remember when Colby Rasmus got traded from the Cardinals to the Jays, he still got a World Series ring after.
Nasty.
But, if you get fired before you get your raise, that doesn't work out like that, does it? Someone said, do you guys have a list of songs that you can play? Y'all play the same songs a lot of times. Yeah, we've addressed this before. We have nothing to do with the music here.
Very little. Yeah, there's a lot of surveys, and there are people in corner offices that say that they know exactly what music people want to hear. And to anybody who's like, I hear this song way too many times. When you complain to us, you need to understand that we've heard it 1,000 times more often than you.
I will say, though, because a lot of people are always like, you play this song 5 times a day. That's not true because we both used to be music directors. There's actually software that denies it. You hear the same song every other day.
Yeah.
I can admit that.
That's on you, go. So maybe switch it up. Don't be so predictable.
You are the richest person in the world. What are you still not buying?
Teslas.
Yeah.
There's too many things that go wrong with them.
I was going to say anything that interrupts my YouTube video from being played.
Honestly, it would probably be like supercars in general, not even just the Teslas. Like, I wouldn't be one of those Lamborghini people or one of those like super high-end 6-figure cars because I would be too scared to drive it. Even if I could afford to replace it, why would I want to take it out and get it damaged?
Yeah, that for sure. And then Arby's.
No matter how much money in the world. You seen those new steak bites that they keep popping up on social media?
That's a no for me, dog.
Absolutely not.
What's the dumbest thing you believed as a kid that you still feel embarrassed about? My sister used to tell me that when you went to Sears and whatnot, all the mannequins were real people.
Posing?
Well, she said that they were kids that misbehaved.
Oh.
And they turned them into mannequins. And I believed that
funny.
from like 4 to 8 years old. And it freaked me out because some of them didn't have arms.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
heads.
The missing limbs and various body parts. That's funny, but that can't be the dumbest thing you believed as a kid.
Well, it was because the ones at Old Navy had the smiles. And that freaked me out so much.
No, but at some point in your childhood, you also believed that the Leafs were a competitive pro sports team. So
I just feel like I put that on the tee for you, didn't I?
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.